Hey guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of Earth. So if you are Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do give you some clarity. And then also, if you want to book your reading with me, payments are collected on Friday. And you can email TemajTarot@gmail.com to get that information. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We have the central issue, heart of the matter, as the Hanged Man. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Emperor. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, so I feel like the central issue, maybe you've been feeling like you're on time out, or maybe you put someone on time out. It could also be that you have been introverted so that you could gain clarity about a situation, a person, a relationship. I feel that you needed to clear your headspace out. It's weird because I'm getting like some mixed energy here. I'm getting some mixed energy. I almost get the energy that, or a scenario where you, or maybe it's someone watching you, you might be just watching someone move on and not really doing anything about it. Maybe you feel like it's like good for them, or maybe someone is viewing you that way, like someone is just watching and they see you moving on with someone, but it doesn't make them do anything. They still just stay here watching. And then it just kind of looks like the Nine of Cups is them saying, well, good for her, good for him. So, I don't know. It's almost like someone is wishing you well and possibly headed in a different direction. Because I feel like there was some sort of recent breakthrough. It could be that someone decided to move on, or it looks like right after there was some sort of movement, after stagnant energy, it went back stagnant again. I feel like there's a lot of stop and go in your situation. And maybe part of it is due to indecisiveness, or maybe someone is realizing that they're just not ready to, move on to the next step. It is kind of like cold feet. Like 1 minute you maybe were inspired to do something, or to move forward in a relationship, or someone was ready to move forward with you. Talking about moving in together or getting engaged, and then all of a sudden it's just like, wait, let me think about it. I don't know if that's the best thing. It's a lot to sacrifice. I don't know if I'm ready to give up this and that. If we move forward together, that means sacrifice. If I let go of this job, that means I have to relocate. If I let go of this job, that means I have to take a pay cut, or I have to change departments, or, just something's going on where it looks like there was action and then someone put on the brakes. It's like I need more time to think. Some of you also may have been confused. Maybe you were confused about a fire sign. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or maybe there's a fire sign that's in and out of your life, or maybe it's like the minute you let go, Maybe you had been waiting to hear from someone. You got tired of waiting, so you moved on. The minute you move on, they just show back up, and now you're back in a place where you're stuck or confused, and you're like, why would they come back when I was ready to move on? Now I'm confused again. I don't know if I'm really over this person. I changed my mind. So I feel like there's a lot of mind changing going on with you, or just indecisiveness. You could just be dealing with a situation that's very unstable. I also feel that if you try to start your own business, it's having a hard time taking off the ground. Maybe you're struggling financially, or maybe you just moved into a house, and then you had to put your life on hold now because it's like, oh, now I got to stretch this dollar. Like, I don't have money like I used to. I got to make sure I have enough to pay this rent or this mortgage. You know, I can't just go out like I was going out before. So there's something going on where I feel like you're at a halt, and something, whatever's developing though, I do feel like it could be start off unstable. There's a need to make sure that you aren't making the same mistakes over and over again. Maybe you've gotten caught up in some sort of pattern, and you're just like, oh, I always get myself in these situations. Like, I don't know. There's just this juggling here. It's this juggling. She almost looks too like she's manipulating, but not really. Like, she's quietly manipulating. Maybe you feel drawn to somebody, or maybe you feel like, what are you doing to me? What have you done to me? And they're just like, I'm minding my own business. But it's just like, who are you? What are you doing? You're, you know, why am I so attracted to you? So I feel like someone also could be minding their own business, but yet it's driving somebody crazy. Maybe someone can't get you off of their mind, or you can't get someone off of your mind. I also feel that maybe someone has been rereading something over and over again, or rewatching something. Like, something seems like it's either looping. Could be music, but something seems like it's looping, or it's like you're stuck in some sort of loop. I feel like there will be some sort of communication with someone, even if it is through dreams or telepathy. It's like you're communicating. Someone may be also sending some sort of mixed signals, though. It's like, what are you trying to say to me, or what are you telling me? So I don't know if someone is saying one thing but doing another, or if it's you. I'm also feeling like there may be something significant in regards to thunder and lightning, or, you know, some sort of storm. Maybe you've been receiving a lot of messages in your sleep, or you've been seeing a lot of number synchronicities, because here it does also look like you are being prepared for something. It's like you're being prepared. Some of you maybe are daydreaming about what it would be like to run away, or what it would be like to be with somebody, or I feel like you're daydreaming. You're wondering, but you're dangling, but you're still not committed to your vision. You're still not being committed to your passions. It's like you're not quite there yet. There's still something that you need to see from a different perspective. Now, I do feel that something happens. Maybe you do witness something, or like all of a sudden you feel inspired, or you have direction, because it does look like all of a sudden you're like, okay, I got it. I'm saying that because of the lightning, the flash of lightning. So maybe that's like some sort of aha moment, some sort of clarity. And then you got this big glowing ball pointing you in this direction. So now it's like you know what you need to do next, or what your next move should be. You were hit by inspiration. Some of you could be writers. Maybe you had writer's block. You're like, I don't know what I want to talk about or write about. And then all of a sudden, it's like you started your script and then you stopped, got writer's block, and then all of a sudden you're like, that's it. I know what I need to do. I know what I need to write about. Or I know what I need to do to get myself out of this cycle. So there's something happens over the weekend where it may start off a little unstable or shaky, but gradually you're going to be able to move forward. And it also looks like something happens really quickly or out of the blue. Now, looking at this, some of you, I feel, are very concerned about the rainforest, and you have some sort of bright idea of what you can do to help. And now a lot of things that's going on too I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I shared someone else's post about meditating on rain falling, and maybe that's it. Maybe there is some sort of domino effect where finally there is rain in the rainforest to put out those fires, and it is by the law of attraction or manifestation, or because the collective has focused on something, and now there's action. Maybe some of you actually kind of work or doing some sort of volunteer work for that, or maybe that's just something that really concerns you, and you all of a sudden have some sort of purpose. Yeah, I feel someone feeling inspired and motivated to do something. Something had to happen so that you could take action or go in this direction or change directions here. Romantically, I feel like some of you feel like you met your match, but now it's a matter of how do you get to them or how do you approach them. But it's like maybe you had a lack of confidence, or maybe the person coming towards you had a lack of confidence, and now all of a sudden they're ready. They're like, okay, I know what I need to do, how I want to approach them. Especially here, the Emperor has been very observant and looking and strategizing, and finally has come to some sort of conclusion here. I feel like there's something very significant about fire for you guys. So you guys really could have been going through the motions with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be any sign, but it is, strong fire coming out with all these wands here. And I do feel like there's going to be some sort of wish fulfillment or some sort of dream come true. I see you fantasizing about something, because I'm just looking at the back too, where you're on cloud 9. So I feel like you are going to be happy with a decision after all this back and forth, after all this confusion and struggling. Finally, you are at peace with something that you decided to do, and you're not worried about it anymore. You're just relaxed. You're okay with whatever is happening or whatever is playing out in front of you. Also, this could be you were looking for a place to move or to start your business, especially here. It looks like you could be an entrepreneur, or you are someone who has property or real estate. And maybe you know exactly where you want to put your business. This is you looking out and you're like, I know exactly where I want to put my business, or the perfect neighborhood that would attract the right type of foot traffic. It has good parking. This neighborhood is into whatever product I have, so maybe you're happy and you're at peace because you finally found something. You finally found a perfect business that is in alignment with your desires or what you have to offer. Or if it's a relationship, maybe you feel happy that maybe you couldn't make up your mind, and now you're like, okay, I have clarity. I see exactly who I should be moving towards, or I feel like this is who I need to be with, and I'm going to go for it. So it looks like you finally make some sort of decision. So let me just kind of look at this Two of Pentacles and see what else you could have been juggling. Maybe you found your dream home. You found your dream something, your dream home, dream person. I think you thought you missed the boat or that your ship had sailed, but something seems to have landed right in your lap. I also see something taking off very quickly. Some of you were just soul searching and you didn't know what it was that you wanted to do in life, or what direction you wanted to take, or what your spiritual path was, but you've been doing a lot of research and finally it hit you what you need to be doing. Some of you had to go to your birth charts. For those of you that already study astrology, maybe you started doing like some research and you came to some sort of conclusion about your purpose. Some of you are thinking about moving, traveling, or relocating. So this is about getting outside of your comfort zone. Maybe you're very stubborn and you like to have a place where you're going to be comfortable, or like where you feel like you can be in charge, or like you have control over your situation. And so you're like, I don't like feeling out of control or crazy, or like I don't know what I'm doing. But I feel like after doing your research, you don't feel like that anymore. You have some sort of sense of clarity, and I see you've spiritually evolved. I see some sort of maturity, or something had to happen. Maybe you're understanding why you had to repeat certain lessons or certain cycles over and over again, because you were learning, and now you've grown and evolved and you can move on, which is why you end up feeling happy. You might be glad that you decided to let someone go, or that you restrained yourself. If you were, if someone was like temptation and you were like, I'm not going to let this person get to me. Maybe you're proud because you were met face to face with this person. You controlled yourself and you felt like you took your power back. I feel like you have a sense of control in your situation. Could have also been dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Again, a fire is coming out. Maybe Libra. And the Tower, it looks like the Tower also revealed something to you, or gave something happened that you were not expecting to see. And you saw it for what it was, and it helped you make some sort of decision. So because of some sort of Tower moment, it gave you clarity. It took you out of a situation or off of a path that you could have been stuck on. And I just kind of feel like now you're able to move forward in your own direction, or you're able to do something that makes you happy. So let's go ahead and do some energy cards for you guys. All right, additional messages for Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, so financial constraints, central issue, the garden and the gate, action, and all tied up. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, that Two of Pentacles, that you guys were struggling financially, or your finances is the culprit for, holding you back on something that you wanted to do. And whether it was to quit your job or to start your own business or to get that piece of property, or you wanted to ask somebody out but didn't have enough money, whatever the case was, it looks like financial constraints was the culprit here. That's why you were juggling. That's why you were struggling. That's why you were stretching your dollar. But I feel like being put in such a difficult situation, you had time to kind of reflect, because here at the garden and the gate, now you're in some sort of position where you're trying to figure, should you go through that gate? Should you take some sort of risk or opportunity? Should you move forward? Should you pursue? Should you give the person who's pursuing you a chance? So there's something that you're contemplating. You're faced with some sort of a decision, it feels like. And it's kind of hard to see because it's like the grass looks greener on every side. Maybe you're aware of that, especially too if you're already in a relationship and you're tempted some type of way, and you're like, I don't know if I should move forward with this person or not. I'm not gonna lie, whatever that was that you're contemplating at this gate, it looks like you made that decision to go through. Now, you could have made a decision to not go through it. The point is, though, is that you took you made a step. You took a step. You decided to do something. You decided to move forward with whatever decision it was. So there is action taking place here. Now, I don't know, for whatever reason, it looks like either someone is coming towards you because they feel like you need help or you need to be rescued. And maybe it's not you that was suffering financially. Maybe it was the person that you wanted to help. Maybe you saw them struggling and you feel like it's your obligation to take care of this person, or you feel like you have some sort of purpose. It's your obligation or your purpose to help this person. So it could be that someone is moving towards you because they're like, oh, you need help. Let me come save you. Or maybe that's you. You're viewing someone, you're like, I can help this person. They need my help, or I can assist them some type of way. So you're coming towards them. You're making, your move. I also feel that you could be very busy over the weekend. There may be quite a few things that you're going to be doing or getting into. I even see someone who does garden work for a living, or if like you had a business and money was funny, it's like all of a sudden you get that call or you get a customer. You get some business and you take them up on that offer, like, hell yeah, okay, I'm on my way, or yes, I can do that, or yes, I need that money, and so you are doing something to help your situation. I also get this, since we did have the Emperor coming out, it looks like there could have been a scenario where someone wanted to come towards you, but maybe finances were holding them back. But then they decided, you know what, I don't need the money. Let me show them a good time that doesn't cost anything. Maybe you got inspired, or you saw something, or maybe you had a conversation and someone gave you some really good ideas and you like, that's what I can do. I can do this for them or do that for them. So it's like you are doing something that is within your means. If it is about dating, I'm also getting two people deciding to do something together. Maybe you thought you were going to have to do something alone or go someplace by yourself, and it's just like, no, you have somebody to do this with. Now, let me go ahead. This all tied up is throwing me off a little bit. Okay, so some of you are viewing a situation as a way to, as it's like a spiritual, like you feel like it's a part of your spiritual path. So, or like I said, it's the other way around. Someone is viewing you like this, oh, this is, you know, good for the soul. Like this makes me feel good to do this. So someone feels spiritually motivated. They feel that they're having an opportunity to help or assist someone who needs help. So that is all that I'm getting for earth signs. I hope it resonated and makes sense, but feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.